Let's
Whoa. Start the brain van.
start that brain.
The Brain Band.
And the intro already happened. Brain van.
Yeah, it would have already
Gang,
happened.
gang.
I'm gonna Bill and Ted it.
That's what I'm saying.
Post
We are.
Wild Stallions.
Dude, have you seen it? Well, I know you watch Your Mom's House. Their intros are wild.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start getting real elaborate with them. How do they do that? Bunch of samples. They have like a board where they save.
Well, yeah, or they just have
You know what I mean? They
you
save
have a guy
clips.
that does it. Yeah.
They save sound clips
Yeah.
of like.
Sound clips.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they replay it like it's fucking like they're a goddamn DJ.
Yep, it is like a DJ.
You know?
Yep.
It's pretty sick.
It's funny, in my brain I heard you say D-Gen.
The degenerate.
Play it like a
Like-
DJ.
A D-Gen DJ from up north.
Well, welcome to Van Brain, guys.
Van Brain.
Yeah, we got the boys here. You might notice this disco mushroom. Might as well mention the disco mushroom.
Ayo.
Or you may have not noticed it.
And you are noticing it now.
Or you might be looking away, but if you look now, then you'll see it.
He's right. So this was a gift from Amy and Andy, and they gave it to us. We were just out there playing for them guys in Pittsburgh. We loved going out there. It's a good time. That was our first time back in a while, right?
Yeah.
In like a long time.
In Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since last year?
Well, we did Chris's thing, but we haven't played that many shows recently.
Yeah. It's true. We've been chilling.
That was a fun little jaunt out there.
Yes.
It was a long drive.
Yeah.
That it was.
Alex drove home. We got home at what time in the morning? 6:30?
Yeah, something
6
like
a.m.?
that. Oh, it was... Dude,
It was great.
We hit a really bad fog.
Oh my God.
Just every condition.
Oh my God, dude, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot. That drive was the worst. I fell asleep a little bit.
No, and it's fine. I tanked
He's
it.
like, it's fine, looks down.
It was rough.
As the heart flashes through his... Dude,
I
it was
did.
so bad.
So bad.
That fog. Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't
raining
fog.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the rain.
Torrential downpouring. Like, I could barely see through my window half of the time.
The funniest part, though, wasn't the worst part, not the funniest, was that, remember, it was just like, it was every like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It would just be toying with you.
Yeah, it would like...
I'll go away.
It would
Yeah.
go away for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it'd just be like, oh yeah, just in case you forgot.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It would just like, it would like start to clear up, and like, there would be like no fucking like rain on the windshield for the first time, and you'd start to speed up to like the actual speed limit.
Yep.
And then it'd start pissing on us.
I'm just like, oh great, I got a minute at 65.
And then I'd fall asleep. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, that
You
shit
were
sucked.
up through most of it.
Yeah.
You saw most of it. It didn't
Oh yeah.
really.
It was rough.
I drove there, so I was sleeping in the back.
Yeah.
Oh
In that
yeah.
back seat, it's like, well, it's gonna shut my eyes a bit.
Yeah, man.
I just put tunes on and really focused super hard.
That's the way you do it. Yeah.
And it's just like
Yeah.
every once in a while would make some sort of complaint joke or something.
Some
and
levity.
also straight
Yeah.
complaining. But not in like a...
Dude, that's so funny. I
Resentful way.
can't remember anything about what I swear to God, we were just saying whatever came to mind just because we had to talk to each other.
Yeah.
And it
To-
was
to
just
say,
like,
like, yeah.
dude, it's so funny what you do in those, like what you say in those moments.
That's the most. That's a terrifying Van Brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's like
Yeah.
real.
That's not the part of Van Brain you think about.
It's so
dude.
true. That's why I said we need to fucking stay in
slap
Pittsburgh
at
next
me.
time.
Yeah. Well, I already talked to her about that coincidentally because we're planning another trip out there.
Dude, you know what? You know Deadhead has that place upstairs.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That's awesome.
Are you staying
Yeah.
there? That
I'm
night?
staying there one time, and then there's another time that Amy and Andy got us a fucking room in like a Victorian mansion.
Yeah. We should
Damn.
shoot a video.
They're
there,
so
if
dope.
It's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, damn, you guys are awesome because Danica loves like Victorian architecture.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
Might as
Yeah.
well.
Dude,
you know
I
what
love them. They're the best.
Yeah.
Do they watch this?
They do.
They listen to
Yeah.
Shit.
They both Patreon.
You guys are the
subscribers.
best.
We've got a Patreon, so they get those jams. Remember, when we played the show, the opening music was us jamming from Patreon.
Yeah.
They got to download that as a perk. But she was like, she did ask me. She's like, "Do you mind if I use that for intro music?" So rock on.
Yeah, that was...
Wait, is that the jam that we heard setting up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, that was us.
I remember it was us. I just don't remember what jam. Dude,
I knew
that's
that.
funny. That was a good jam.
I didn't notice
that's
it
the
at
shit you
first.
get from Patreon though.
Get on there.
And I
Get
was
on
like,
that.
Get on that Patreon.
$1.
guys. $1.
Come on, I'll
Piece
put it.
of cake.
I'm gonna put the link in the description of the video.
Oh,
It
yeah.
should probably always be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I'm
Every
new.
video.
I'm new, guys. I'm new to this internet. You know, that's
Yeah.
what happens. You figure that out, and then you're like, oh yeah.
trial and error.
New to the new internet.
Well,
It's always
we were
changing.
talking about just now about that's true, the new internet.
That's what it is.
We've been talking about doing Van Brain live, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That could be really cool. And we
Try and
still have
set-
it on YouTube like this, but doing it live too is a cool concept because we do the show live. We
Yeah.
just show it later, and to be able to like look at it, comments and stuff would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
it's
interact.
It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
very
interact
stoked.
with everyone. That'd be great.
Let us know if you guys would be down with that live Van Brain action.
Yeah,
And where
actually-
you'd want to live stream it too. We were thinking about Twitch, but if
Right,
you guys
right.
have any input on that, let us know where you want to see us.
Yeah, should we do it on a social or YouTube, or should we do it on Twitch?
Yeah, we might as well.
really
I
the
mean, we
thing?
might as well look. I'm gonna look into how cheap I can get one of those services. So I might be able to find
Just
one that
right off the
does
rip?
like 2 or 3. So we could.
Oh,
keep,
like you could select them.
Yeah, so if we could keep like YouTube, which we do it on now, and then add another one. I don't know. We'll see. We're
It's
still-
funny. You
still
could
new.
see. There's like, yeah, I don't know. You could see there's a plus to having the exclusivity on one platform.
That's true, and then re-air it
In the
on YouTube.
beginning, yeah, and then we have to think about it.
Yeah, we're still thinking about it, guys.
We're still
Yeah.
thinking about
What do
it.
you guys think, though?
yeah. In the concept phase, not quite the application.
Speaking about
phase.
some new things, this is one of the things I want to talk about.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yo, Tears of the Kingdom, though. Have you played it?
No.
No, but
You
I've
like it?
seen shit.
So
TikTok.
what I was worried that it would be like too much like the other one because it's literally like some of it's the same map and it's
Yeah.
the same sound effects.
I'm
and it's
surprised
like-
to hear your reaction.
Yeah. And if you think about it, there's almost never been a like direct sequel to Zelda. I mean, obviously Majora's
Right.
Mask, but it's usually like every game is so different
Yeah.
story, different everything.
So true.
That to me, I was like, I don't know about this direct sequel, but then I thought about Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and it does feel like the back half of that story, sort of like in the same way.
I would say,
Yeah,
yeah, it's the other side of the same fucking coin,
Yeah.
bro.
So it feels
Yeah.
like that rather than like a rehashing or like.
Sure.
So the one thing that I found out, I'm still in the opening area.
Nice.
Obviously, no spoilers or anything. But you start going and there's similar sound effects, and you know, like the buttons are the same. You kind of like having your bearings a little bit to begin with is a good thing.
Definitely.
Because you like struck it by like how big everything is, and
Right.
like, all this new area to explore.
Yeah.
And so I just found myself like 2 hours in being like, oh man, like just wanting to like look at everything. Just like
Nice.
that the
Yeah.
initial thing that I did love about that game is like just how much it encourages you to just like explore it.
It's
Yeah.
the best fucking
And
part
like,
about it.
you know,
dude.
Amazing.
you obviously have to do the shrines and you have the new abilities and stuff. But it's mainly like how do you get up there? And then you have to figure that out. Like
Yeah.
rather than like,
Exactly.
it being like the way to you get up there is to have enough stamina or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
no, you can. It's like kind
Yeah.
of like built so that you can
And the
fuck
fact
with it.
the fact that type of like I don't know the word, but the fact that type of thing is in the open world.
Yeah.
And not just like, because back in Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask, that type of figuring out or whatever would be inside a temple.
Yes.
You know, it'd be something like that. This
Yeah.
is just like in the fucking world.
As
Correct.
you,
Outside.
Yeah.
As you're
Yeah.
traveling and looking around.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
dude, that is so dope. I love that.
There's still things about it that like it doesn't necessarily always reward the exploring, but the great thing about it is it's like the exploring is kind of the point of it. It's like Red Dead Redemption where you're looking at like the whole spectacle of the actual pursuit of exploring it is almost part of the point of the game.
well, something that I've been seeing a lot of TikTok clips from it, and it's been geeking me the hell out. I'm so excited to try the game. But I think that almost like the exploration that people are doing right now is in the engine and the physics of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there seems to be quite an interesting new dynamic that's a part of the game, and I'm not going to really talk about it because if you don't want spoilers, I don't know.
I mean,
So when you-
I know about it. I'm playing it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So, yeah, when you talk about
It's
that.
just about wanting to spoil for him.
Yeah, which I don't want to. Yeah, we
What,
can leave
so
it at that.
it is a spoiler?
I
Well,
don't.
unless if you've seen anything about it, then you probably know the.
It's just a new way to interact with
New
the game
mechanics.
that's different. Yeah, it's like there's like some new mechanic. You can
Yeah,
No, it's
is
just
it
not spoiling
it's
it.
something that you figure out while playing the game?
I'm not sure. I haven't started playing it yet. It's just stuff I've seen on TikTok.
I
I
mean,
just see people doing shit
the
on TikTok,
actual-
and I'm just like,
The
are you
trailer
serious?
for it.
I mean, you can tell me if you don't think that it would take away
It's-
from the game.
It doesn't. You can use things in the environment, and like one of your new powers is to combine things.
Nice.
So you can like combine like jelly to an arrow and make like an explosive arrow. Or,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
combine,
I've seen
like,
that. I've seen that.
Like a rock to a stick and make like a big mount. you
Oh,
know?
that's cool. That's
Yeah,
Or
cool.
yeah.
like take a couple things and then put them together and then make a bridge. To get
So it's a
across
little
it.
further than I thought it was.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then it's even further than that, where there's like you can build like literal machines.
Cool.
Yeah, like you'll find like broken parts.
Yeah.
Of that. I mean,
That
I
makes sense.
haven't yet, but that's the thing. From what
and
I
then
gather,
and then there's like the bikes and shit. You build the bikes or whatever.
yeah, you're building like
Yeah.
just things using your.
I didn't know if
imagination.
it was green. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if it
It's
was
not
like
necessarily.
a
That's not a
or not.
spoiler because that was in the. There's parts about it.
Yeah,
that
that
were
was,
not
like-
in the trailer.
Yeah, that
but
was
I'm
in the
not gonna
trailer and
spoil
shit.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in the trailer.
Yeah, I saw some shit.
Cool,
like
cool.
that.
I
Yeah.
didn't really see the trailer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen. I actually I actually just watched the 2 last night and was looking at the game because it's $70 on there, and I was
$70.
like, shit.
It's too much.
What is it at Walmart?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know.
Oh, I was there. I was there looking for the other shit, and I was like, oh, I should look at it. It's obviously not there. It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to have the stock level.
Yeah.
True that.
You know what though? I do love obviously analog games, but when it comes to the new ones, I feel like maybe it's the Steam PC in me, but I don't care about like I'd rather not lose the cart. It's so small, which is what happened to my first Breath of the Wild. I lent it to somebody I don't know who has it, so I basically lost it. So I bought it again, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy the bigger games outright, you know? 'Cause
Gotcha.
that's like.
Oh, you mean like bigger games like Tears of the Kingdom and shit like that? Yeah, for sure.
Like those games that like I'm just gonna want to time to my account.
I know. For me, with the cartridges, I know that the
Let me get a
Switch
drink.
doesn't really have a lot of space,
Yeah.
so I like to get them physical, so I don't have to load as much of the game onto the Switch.
You know what my big question about Tears of the Kingdom was, and I couldn't really tell by the trailer. You might have to answer when you get back, but I was wondering if it's the same, like if the temples are the same, where it's like the beasts or whatever, and you're kind of like, because like one thing about the temples that really. I love seeing a glass that's just overfilling.
Thank you, sir.
Just get my power adapter before.
Alex, like the one thing about the like temples that bothered me, and well, not really bothered me, just because I really do like the game. I'm not super hard on games, but I feel like I wanted like more to the temples because like all the enemies and puzzles were like almost in the shrines. Although I know I guess the temple was just kind of like a big puzzle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any other like little puzzles inside of it. You know, like the temples used to be where everything was jam packed.
Yeah.
And now it was like it was empty. And everything is outside in the world now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I almost wish that there was just a little bit more in the temples. Like the temples should I wish they were still as almost elaborate. Like if there was a temple, like a new age temple, like what's your favorite temple? I forget in Majora's Mask.
Oh, Stone Tower.
Yeah, like Stone Tower.
Stone Tower's
Imagine
crazy.
if they did something like Stone Tower in like this type of setting.
Well, I think
That's like Elden Ring does that.
yeah. Well, I would love that.
You know what I mean?
But-
like that's what I thought it would do.
Yeah.
And then I saw it and it was just like incredibly stripped down.
I haven't gotten
And
that
that kind of
far.
blew my mind.
I haven't gotten that far, but
yeah.
I also hope that it's because I don't know.
Even if it just leaned a little bit more. That
right now,
Well,
I
and I
don't know
think that
anything
the-
about the plot. It's just kind of like the
the thing with the arm or something.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Something happens, like
Yeah.
the tie-in between the last game and what you're doing now happens in
Yeah.
the cutscene.
Yep.
And so I don't really know yet, but that's the thing is, it seems like the shrines are the same.
That's what
So
I thought.
I would hope that there's more, because those beasts, you know, they're not going to do that. So
They can't
I
do
don't
that
know.
again. Yeah, exactly.
So I hope that there's like, oh, well, I do know there are temples, but I can't get in them yet. That's the one thing.
Oh.
That's not a spoiler. Like the Temple
Yeah,
of Time
sure.
is there.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
But
Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy that game now.
Yeah, same.
God
that's
fucking
kind of what
damn.
I felt like. Is
I
I, was
know.
like, well,
How am I gonna wait?
yeah.
It's perfect right
Or
now.
just you're gonna buy it. I was just like, I'm gonna buy it eventually. I have the money for it now. Whatever.
Yeah, I have the money for that now. I could do that. Yeah, dude.
Well, and I think that the big machines, like the big like walking things that you had to do, kind of like I would say they were in the spirit of that, but I could understand why it doesn't quite fulfill because they were a little small.
Yeah, they were just a little small.
They were just a little small, and it wasn't quite like it was cool the way they tied it into the story, but because I think a lot of them had. They all had the same like visual theme, like the same like textures.
Agreed.
And they didn't really give you a different vibe between them that differentiated them.
Yeah. Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Other than just
like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Having forest, fire, yes.
Yeah. It's
but
like,
they had it in the terrain of the places.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But exactly. But the things themselves, I mean, there was lava in one and water in the other, but it's not minuscule. Like the textures were different.
Right. Well, you know what it is, though?
It's a great point.
Is those temples, those temples were dungeons. So now they've gone to doing puzzle temples, and they forgot to make them dungeons. Because the whole original Zelda thing was Zelda 1, 2, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, all the way, even Ocarina. Like that was the tradition of having dungeons.
They called them temples in Ocarina, but they were fucking dungeons.
But they were dungeons. They have traps, parts where you can fall to your doom.
Right.
Things where you have to get keys to unlock doors.
Exactly.
Like that's a dungeon.
That's what I'm kind of missed. Yeah.
And so they sort of dropped the ball on the dungeons in the last game.
Yeah.
Which is definitely, that is what it is you want to be like finding keys and finding the item in the dungeon that helps defeat the boss in the dungeon.
Yep.
That's classic.
Exactly. So classic.
Yeah.
Feels great.
And then when you get that, it opens up a part of the world.
Because
it's like more of the Metroidvania approach. But they having the open world, it does eliminate some of those things. But you'd think they could still do it that way, where it's like,
I would think too.
You get the ability to go,
What do you think would deter them from not doing that?
Well,
just just the sheer amount of effort into the open world.
It's possible.
Or just not wanting to limit areas of the world.
That's another thing.
Right.
Because you don't need like an item that allows you to withstand the heat. You cook food for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like certain things that would be
like an impassable thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You get a raft to go across this thing.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah. Right.
Like they don't want to limit your ability to access the sandbox.
Yeah.
They want the limits to be your imagination, not an item.
Yeah. I like they could do some extra things though. Like I like the idea of
if you just theme them.
Theming them would be cool.
Like if you think like if the bird one actually had like real feathers and wings.
Yeah, theming
and even
them
though
a little
it was
further.
like a machine,
Yeah.
it still looked like you were like inside of a bird.
Yeah.
As opposed to inside of a structure that was formed like a bird.
Yeah, and it could just be a little bit more than just a puzzle. There's no enemies, guys.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking.
There's no enemies.
One of these times,
except for the last one,
we could straight up just like you guys come over and we stream for just an hour playing that game.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, I mean,
it's so funny.
Content
It's so funny because I would watch Rhett and Link do that.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So we may think about that.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I'll say one thing. I saw someone build a helicopter.
That's
by
cool.
the way, just a straight up helicopter.
That's fucking sick.
And they were bombing.
Dude, what?
They were bombing things.
That's so badass.
I read a thing that was like everyone's just bypassing everything in that game by making absurdly long bridges, just like gluing countless things to like end parts of the game because you have an absurdly long bridge.
Oh man, that's so funny. I love you can do that, dude. Like people immediately just try to break the game.
Yeah. But it's designed to sort of. It sounds like they're just kind of like tempting you to do it because of how much
they should know by now, right?
Yeah, play with the physics of the game because that's what I mean. Honestly, too, some of my favorite games have like good physics in them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you were the person that opened my eyes to that. Like I always played Super Smash Brothers N64, and I was always really good at it, but never like thought about it. And you taught me about some of the physics. And like the dash and the animations.
Yeah.
And how
Frames.
there's and like the hitboxes.
Hitboxes,
and like that type of thing. And I was like, oh shit, there's like mechanics to it.
Yeah.
Never thought about that once as a kid. It's funny.
Rachel's great at that. She was like, oh, you're not good because so for anybody who doesn't know, it's part of the Medusa's Disco like long-standing tradition to play Smash 64.
Oh yeah,
like way before I was even involved. So like when I first joined the band like four years ago and change, it was just like, oh yeah, I got that. Let's play that. And these guys, let me tell you, there was no chance of me winning. It was just like almost to that point where it's not even fun, but it's a 4-player game, so I can play every time.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm losing and then I have to give it up like a Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And I'm just never playing.
Yeah.
So it was a 4-player game. It's fine, but I remember Rachel, my buddy, she's like really good, goes to tournaments and stuff. And her deal is she has like the new like people in the community keep modding it and adding like people from Melee into it. And
that's awesome.
New
That's cool.
Fucking like the one Zelda the temple that's not in the 64 one. You know, the good one that's in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Anyway, getting a little confused here, but to reiterate.
Oh, you mean that big map?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about.
people are going in and like adding and modifying Smash every year. The 64,
Yeah.
but it's the same physics and everything.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
But she was like, "Oh, let me teach you how to like beat those guys, how to like compete with them." And she started talking frames and fucking
Oh, yeah.
like all that shit. I'm like, She's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you just gotta sit here for like an hour a day for like a year, and then you'll be good."
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Well, I always had people better than me who I played with, even when I was a kid. And like, there's like,
Me too.
There's a training function in the game where you can slow down time. And I basically tried to learn how to get
even
as
remember
fast
that.
as I could.
What, in the OG one?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
In the original cartridge, there's like a training mode. And if you're in the training mode, the free play mode, it has like a
hands.
dummy, and then you can slow time down or you can
shit.
speed it up. So I slowed it down as far as I could and tried to get as fast as I possibly could in slow mo.
Yeah. You're like, let me treat this
Yeah.
the way I would treat drums.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that really helped me get like fluid, you know. And then I learned from somebody later on in life that if you block as you hit the ground, you will immediately stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit like
So,
that.
yeah, so like if you are, because like if you jump and land, you're fine. But like if you get knocked and you're like spinning and you hit the ground, you just, boop. And then if you input a direction when you hit the ground, you'll immediately stand up and roll. And
Right.
in those periods, you get iframes, invincibility frames.
That's what I was doing as a kid, not knowing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yep. That invisibility frame from those rolls and shit.
Yep.
And what's the other? Can you air dodge in that one, or is that the one afterwards?
That's Melee. Melee was the first one where you could dodge in the air.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that I feel like you have to be so precise with the inputs on 64. Like the other ones are way more forgiving.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I have Ultimate, and I can
64 is
I can
slow.
play great in Ultimate.
You go back and it's like some of the movements like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. It's my favorite.
I
Yeah.
feel like Ultimate feels more like for lack of a better term, like Dragon Ball Z, like fighting.
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
Like hyper inputs and like
Yeah.
fast
Oh, yeah.
moving.
No, I liked it. I was playing Villager a lot when I was playing Smash Ultimate. Yeah, Villager is really fun. That like that side attack where he shoots out that.
I don't know. There's like 40 guys.
Yeah, I know.
Not good at that. I don't know the villager well.
And Duck Hunt was fun too.
Oh, yeah.
Duck Hunt's really
The
fun.
most bizarre people in that game.
Yeah.
Pac-Man. Oh, yo. So Alex, the other thing is.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's the fucking. Remember how he was saying about the Drew Carey show? He couldn't find it.
Found it.
That's every episode, bro.
No, I don't remember him saying that.
Yeah, he was saying he had a hankering. Remember, he's like, I got a hankering, or what did you say?
I might have missed it. In one of his
I've been
voices.
pining.
He's been pining. You remember that?
Pining.
You remember that conversation?
That word keeps popping up now.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
It does.
he said he was pining for a Drew Carey show. That was in the van on the way up to Pittsburgh. That's what that was, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or out of I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about
Either way, he was like, I can't find it. I just want to watch it. Blah 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 blah. I can't get it anywhere. So I got all 9 seasons on there, bro.
Dude,
It's hundreds. It's like 100-something episodes.
Nice.
I can take this?
That's for you.
Oh!
Now it hit him.
I had to buy the flash drive, but you know what? It was worth it. It
I
wasn't
appreciate it.
expensive. It was a
How
small. It was a small amount for a big gesture.
How do you puck it out?
You just
Oh, I got to get a cord.
no.
Okay.
Just
I'm
slip-
dumb.
Just
All right, I just don't want to break it.
No, it's got this little thing right there.
Cool.
You
That
can't
one.
break it, and then it can even put it on like a keychain if you would need to do that.
Mandy's going to flip, dude. But both of us have been talking about the Drew Carey show. I've been seeing clips of it on my TikTok because I liked some shit. And I'm just like, oh my God, I want to watch it so bad.
Yeah, if you can, you got a computer, so you just put it in.
Yeah, I probably could just plug it right into my Xbox. Honestly.
Oh yeah, Xbox, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd probably just plug it right into my Xbox.
Yep, all 9 seasons, bro.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of that.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is gonna be what I watch now.
Well, it's funny. I was telling it to Chris that I did that the other day. Well, earlier today, and it reminded me like really why I did it. Like besides to help you out, and also the challenge of I can't find something on the internet. Was I remember being a kid, and there was the show that I used to watch. Called Captain N, the Game Master, and the guy gets stuck in the video game, and he's like hanging out with Mega Man and all these things, and I was like, this is my show, and I was in like 2nd, 3rd grade, and they took it off the air, and I was like distraught, and I had episodes on a VHS tape, and I lost the tape. Right? So in my mind, that was a show that's lost forever. Because I didn't anticipate the internet existing, being able to just go on YouTube and find it.
Yeah.
So to me, I remember I made a petition and sent it to the Cartoon Network or whatever. It was a big deal in my life. So I was like, oh shit! I was like healing that trauma by like being like, no, this thing that you love is not lost to time.
Yeah.
Here it is. So fuck yeah.
I have a bunch of that, dude. Like, I recently found the name of this, like, anime that I saw on the Action Channel when I was a kid. And, like, for the life of me, I looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. And the one day, just randomly, I had a wild hair up my ass that day and wanted to fucking check for it, and I found it somehow. I described it to Google in a way that it brought it up, and I figured it out.
That's cool.
And I was just like, yes.
Do you know what it's called?
It's like Demon City.
Okay.
I think it's called Demon City. It's basically like this dude with a magic kendo stick, like fighting off the apocalypse. It was pretty, if I remember correctly, it was pretty gory.
So you haven't checked it back out yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
You just found out that it exists?
No, I have to buy it on Amazon.
Well, you just...
Yeah.
I can teach you my methods.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Teach me your ways, senpai.
There's certain websites. Yeah. Well, it's funny because at a certain point we were all pirates because of LimeWire and like it just wasn't like even considered wrong.
No.
It was just like a thing that you could do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
LimeWire.
I've gotten some letters from some internet service providers.
I'm convinced they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten many letters.
Although
that's why the sponsor of our video is NordVPN. You stream all the shit you want.
Yeah, right.
Download torrents, and no one will know. But NordVPN. Put the description, the code Medusa to get 10% off. That's a lie.
Yeah, that is a lie.
Don't do that.
Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Someday. Get some sponsors for this. If you want to sponsor our podcast, hit us up. We will promote your thing for $1 amount.
Maybe we should start putting in little commercial advertisement spots
Yeah, exactly.
for just random shit right now. We just make it up.
Yeah.
So that way people can see, like,
What it would
sponsors
look
can see what the ad space will look like.
Yo, it's really funny. Duncan Trussell in the DTF
Yeah, exactly.
dude, in the beginning, he just has these like really crazy ads that he just. I don't know if he's got to improvise it. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
the shit he
that's
says.
what I'm. Yeah, dude, we should start doing something like that.
Yeah, like some real fake door shit, man.
Yeah, some real fake doors.
Some real fake door shit.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
So what's up? What's up? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Here we are, guys.
Yeah, those were my things.
You're like, this is my things.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you if those were your things.
Those
Honestly.
were the Tears of the Kingdom and the flash drive of Drew Carey.
Yeah, and
'Cause
then
I could have given him that before the show, but that's content.
True that.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry to
That's
commodify our friendship like that, but sometimes good
That's
content
funny.
is just good content.
and then
Considering what it is, I do not give
I
a
wouldn't say.
shit. Make content.
and then
out of
Alex's thing was
Daddy, make content out of it.
Alex's thing was DBZ.
it. Yeah.
And we did talk about that too.
We talked about it pre.
You know what I was wondering though, because I don't watch the podcast or listen to it.
Yeah,
how many podcasts in a row, or how many out of how many have we done? Like 10?
11, 12.
How many of them are like about like video games?
Oh, a couple.
A lot, yeah. Dude, it's
Is it a couple or is it like 9.
No, it's not. It's not. It's. I mean, mentions.
I really
video
don't
games
know.
Or like about.
No,
those.
just like it's half. If you have to list it
Oh, yeah.
in the title, how many times does it list video games? You know what I mean?
It only lists it once, but yeah, there's one time when we went ham on it. But it
I think
comes
about
up.
that a lot.
I mean, it
Yeah.
definitely comes
I think
up.
it comes up every single time.
well,
There's not one time where I don't think there's a single podcast where we don't talk about video games.
It's music and nerd shit mainly.
It's exactly what it is.
music and nerd
So
shit.
maybe there's not.
I
Video
think
games,
I think
but
we
there's
lean
Star
harder
Wars
nerd shit on this
Yeah.
though because we're just talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder though, like while we're talking, I'm like, should we talk about band stuff? And I'm like, I don't think so. That's not the point of
I mean,
it,
if it comes up,
No.
right?
you know.
That comes up.
You know what's a good question? Wait, maybe it's not at this point, but why do you keep watching Van Brain? Why do you keep listening to Van Brain?
Oh yeah, what about it do you like?
Yeah, what about it do
Yeah.
you like? Like,
Yeah.
like what? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's. Is
That's
there,
true. We've done it enough times.
Yeah.
Is there things you don't like? Is there things you like?
Yeah.
What makes you come back? You know.
Yeah, let us know.
And like, do you want to hear? Like, I always wonder if they want to hear more about us musically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Or
yeah.
like if they want more of those
Us as people,
ins and outs.
or like the band.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
they want to know more of the process?
Yeah.
Or they want to know more about literally the nerdy shit we've been talking about?
I think
Yeah.
we were just talking
It's probably
about.
both,
I
but
think we were just
probably a
talking
little
about
both.
like the ability to do things more live will enable us to do both more. Like, because if we're doing a studio live session in
Oh,
the
yeah,
studio,
yeah.
then we could do more of the
Musical
behind the scenes
type
type stuff. or-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely
cool
doing
idea.
it live and having live comments will enable us to have more of
There's
a
questions
pulse on like what
Yeah.
people are interested in.
So true.
So that's
dude.
definitely going to be a cool thing to add into it because then it's more of a like a live conversation.
That might actually just that might actually just solve that issue.
I'm excited about it. Honestly, I'm personally really stoked to have the
Yeah, I want to
audience
interact.
input. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts.
I want to say something to somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Like live, dude.
It's like reminding me of Theo Von.
Yeah, dude.
I want to say something to somebody.
I haven't
Oh,
watched
that's
him in a
great.
while, but yeah.
Oh, he's so funny.
He definitely imprinted some type of his personality onto me.
Do you ever hear people do like Theo Von-isms? Like they just try to say, they'd be like, we used to have this one guy.
Yeah.
He used to take pennies and stick them up his dick hole, bro.
Yeah.
He used to pay us a quarter to make him watch. You know? They used to call him Brown Eye Larry, you know?
He only had 3 toes and
Yeah.
you know, he was always like something like
Yeah.
He wore a
His kid's
straw
uncle.
hat.
He didn't even have no sister.
there was like that sound going viral of him saying like I never knew what I was talking about. I never, I don't know. It's just like, even now as I'm saying this, I have no idea what I'm saying. And but it's really heartfelt and there's like music behind it. It's so good.
Yo, what about those reels? Have you seen the reels lately that have been like it looks like a podcast and they'll be playing like motivational music and they'll be like if someone can't physically overpower me, like they can't tell me what to do at all. Like my doctor,
yeah,
I
yeah.
punched him right in the face. Like you can't overpower me, and it's just like inspirational videos.
No.
where they'll be like,
That's great.
They'll be like, all you need to do is 3 steps in being a man. 1 is to fight anyone that you see in the grocery store.
Yeah, that one was good. That one was good.
It's just like,
That's
but
awesome.
the setup just makes me think it's real. Like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like a oh man, those are really good.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
That would be a cool thing to do is to save clips and reels and stuff, and then play them on
Yeah.
and react to them.
Agreed.
Like,
yeah.
Like because I send Alex quite a bit of
Reacting,
Oh, yeah.
like us watching videos
Oh yeah.
with them
Yeah.
and then reacting to them, dude, that'd be so fun.
Yeah, I
just
would
like
enjoy
random
that.
Do that on your mom's house.
in your mom's house, yeah. And
all the time.
I would even be into doing the same thing where like we could even set up an email and have people send us in.
Oh, we should,
Oh, yeah.
we should do that.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
I bet people, we
Well,
could get
It
something.
should.
Have
I like
you-
how you said set up an email because we don't want that in the normal.
Yeah,
Just see like.
Yeah. Just sending us memes in our
We're gonna-
regular
yeah,
email.
We're
We
gonna get
could do a
some-
Discord.
We're gonna get some
Oh
whack
yeah,
shit.
Discord's a good.
You just
idea.
make a Discord.
Yeah.
Do it there.
You can get videos there.
You can. There's
Post links and
there's like channels, and then people can like discuss and talk in the channels, and then so we could have like a memes for review channel, and then people could upload any memes or gifs or
Yeah.
videos into that.
Send us gifts.
Yeah. Actually, PewDiePie does that. He did that. There was the series he did called Luai, and I don't know. It was really funny and meme review, and he just would have like a Reddit thread that people would post stuff
There you
in,
go.
and then he would just laugh at it and comment on it.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and PewDiePie's funny, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's kind of the future of Van Brain is that it'll be one of, like, this podcast format will be one of the ways that Van Brain happens.
Right.
Mandy had a suggestion.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of 90 Day Fiance?
I've heard those.
No.
I've heard those words in a row, but I don't know what it means.
So there's like a pretty fun trend that is pretty hilarious of people watching and reacting to shows like 90 Day Fiance. I forget what the other one is, Milf Mansion. And
I've heard about Milf Mansion.
Yeah,
Milf
yeah.
Mansion.
And it's
Yeah.
just like it's not.
How's that not a Snoop Dogg album?
It's not intentionally. Oh, it's terrible. It's awful, and it's.
So people watch it because it's trash and they Mystery Science Theater over it.
Oh yeah, they just rip on it so bad. And there's like this. I would love to do that with you guys because it is funny. It is hilarious.
I'll definitely rip on some shit.
Oh yeah, 90 Day
That
Fiance.
sounds fun.
Dude, I could show you some. Like they have clips online, so they mostly just like watch the clips instead of the episodes.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. I mean, you just think to yourself, like, people like this actually exist? Like, what? Like, oh my gosh, this is real?
Dude.
This can't be real.
The last time I remember giving, well, not giving a shit, but people giving a lot of shit about something like that. And there's probably been way more things since then, but like Jersey Shore was one of the OGs growing up. I was in high school.
Yeah.
Jesus Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously I never got it. How?
Oh,
See, like, I guess it's like you can. Well, it's like I understand why it's entertaining, but why would you want to do that to yourself?
Oh, you mean like the inverse, like the participants,
It's fame.
right?
No,
Oh, you mean
both though.
Why would you
Now
want
that
to
you
do it
said
to
it.
yourself
Yeah.
by
Watching it?
Watching it.
Yeah.
Putting yourself through that?
I think getting entertainment that way is just like really. I'm just like, really? That's how you get entertainment?
I mean, The Kardashians is like one of the most popular shows of all time.
Oh, I can't watch that.
Isn't it
I've
funny?
never
how-
seen it.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. It's like reality TV.
Yeah.
It's trash. The only one that
It's
I
the
ever watched.
epitome of to me, not evil TV, because the worst thing would be like feeding you deliberate lies.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like the slip version of that.
It's
Just
glorifying trash.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's just like wow.
Well, the cool thing is for me is my road to entertainment with it is almost more or less just like the bewilderment of like how some of these people behave and the
Oh, yeah.
decisions they make.
I just wouldn't.
As
Yeah.
opposed to like necessarily like glorifying it. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, but then
But
kind of are
so
glorifying
if you wanted to, so if there was somebody that
watching it.
if there was someone that ripped on it and like in that way, and they told me that they watched it every week for that reason, I would laugh at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're getting the same treatment.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just twisting it in their head to be like, oh, I like it for this reason, but really, you like it.
You still like it.
You still like it.
Yeah, you still like it. You derive something from it.
Yeah.
But it might be so different than what most people do, where they actually like
Yeah.
empathize and care about the characters
Yeah.
or the people. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're not characters.
You guys old enough to remember the Ozzy show, the
Yeah.
Osbournes?
Yeah.
That was like that too.
Yeah, that was like that too.
But that was like the biggest.
I can't
feel
believe
like
that
was,
happened.
That was the first one, I think, where they really just like invaded a family's
Yeah.
life like that.
Yeah.
But that was like, I mean,
Is that on MTV?
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you seen the shows like Wife Swap,
oh yeah.
where it's like
I think I
two
remember that.
wives.
do they fuck?
No, well, I don't think so. I know.
I mean,
some of them
Wife
might
swap,
have.
wife swap sounds like you could type that into the porn hub.
I mean, yeah, probably. But,
Milf Mansion too, probably.
Type it
yeah.
all in Pornhub. But
well, Milf Mansion's ridiculous. It's basically.
Yeah, tell us all about Milf Mansion. Is
All
this
right.
what you guys want? To have Alex describe to you every episode of Milf?
Well, no, I'm not describing every episode. I'm just gonna give the basic premise.
we should put Milf Mansion in the
Yes, 100%.
in the fucking title or whatever.
Milf Mansion.
I know.
No, it's gotta go in there.
was
Just
We're talking
as the
about
last one.
I was gonna say the future.
Milf Mansion,
I
etc.
was gonna say Zelda
Yeah,
something and the future of Van Brain.
and Milf Mansion.
it. And Milf Mansion.
Zelda.
What? Look at extra
You're laughing,
clicks.
so it's good. Like,
There's a lot of words.
Hashtag Milf Mansion for
Yeah.
sure.
That's just
Hashtag
called
Milf Mansion.
hashtag the word hashtag Milf Mansion.
but anyway, so it's like these moms who are like cougars, like self-proclaimed cougars, they have them go to a mansion to basically like go out and party and like hook up with younger dudes. But the younger dudes that come are all their sons. That's MILF Mansion.
Yeah.
And then so they're all like hitting on each other's sons
Yeah.
the whole time and doing like weird. It's cringe as fuck.
So they're
Dude.
having sex with each other's kids.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yo, they should. It made me think though. There's a better version of that. Yo, they should have one called Cougar Mansion, and it's a mansion full of cougars, and then John Cougar Mellencamp comes in, and who gets to have sex with him?
And when is he eating a hot dog?
John
Oh,
Cougar Mellencamp?
He's just
chili dog.
sucking
Why
on
is
his
why is he
chili.
Cougar?
Sucking on chili dog.
Has he known that?
Yeah,
You
he
know
went.
that?
He went by Cougar. He went by Johnny Cougar first, and then he went by John Cougar Mellencamp for a long time.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
he's
I
in
guess
the
he kept the
Cougars?
Cougar because he thought it was badass, like a stage name. You know,
Yeah.
Johnny Cougar.
Johnny Cougar.
Yeah, but so it had nothing to do with like.
Oh,
No.
No.
But that's where it's clever because you get him in the room with cougars. See who sucks down his chili dog first,
Whoa.
outside the Tasty Freeze.
But yeah, it's a really cringe. It's a really cringe show. It's
Yo,
a
dude,
really,
have you heard that? Hold on, sorry, I'm just totally derailing this. That YouTube clip where that guy says sings Jack and Diane, but every word is sucking on a chili dog.
no, I don't think I've seen it.
You know what I'm talking about?
How's it go?
You know that song? It's like little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Yeah.
Two young kids in the heartland. And he's like, sucking on a chili dog, 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 sucking on now. It's pretty good. Sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a dog, sucking on a chili dog.
I don't know why. That just makes me think of, do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot
Yeah, that's
dog.
probably the classics. A whole one of classics we could do. Man.
The Witten was a
yeah.
source of really strange internet material.
Well, he
that-
would say it in real time all the time, like
Well-
referencing it.
Well, yeah.
That is true.
I mean, I do that sometimes too. I'm not gonna lie.
Not as much.
No, but he showed me one like Shane Lee doing 9 octaves on the piano. That one's ridiculous.
Yeah.
We'll have to do one where we show them all. When we
Yeah.
do 'em all.
Yep. And then he
Van memes.
I think I've seen them. I think I've seen him show that to so many people that like even just thinking about it just gives me an aneurysm. Because like once you you just kind of see the same things over and over again.
yeah.
When there's only so much to a person.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Some people are just have like. It's funny because Chris is gonna watch this, and I'm totally gonna rag on him. Chris does this where he'll come home and like tell me this detailed story, and I'm like engaged. And I'm like, oh wow, like we're having a conversation, and then like literally an hour later, he'll get a phone call from his friend. And do the entire beat for beat conversation with as much enthusiasm.
Yeah.
And then the day later, his other friend comes over.
Yeah.
It's same thing. And
Dude.
by the 4th time, I'm like, what? Like, he just likes to tell stories. And it wasn't about me at all. No, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you hear the same
That's
things
funny.
over and over again. You're like, oh, really? He's doing this again?
It's so true. It's so true.
cringe, eh?
And yeah,
Sorry, Chris. I love you.
that's funny.
No, but Wyndham would do it with just anything.
Yeah.
There's this one for me that I always go back to. It's this auto-tune version of like a Billy Mays commercial. They like put it together and throw like part of a Scatman song in it. I could listen to that song to this day and I'll still get chills. I love it. I still get chills.
You get emotionally touched.
Oh, I love that song. It also reminds me of a period of my life, but that's not necessary. That's here nor there.
No, it is here and there.
Well, yeah, but I
Because
mean,
if you think about it, like
I've always-
that JPEG hot dog thing, like
Yeah.
that's somehow baked into a part of the DNA
Yeah,
of like the band, even. You know what I mean?
yeah, because we saw it at a show.
Well, whatever.
At least
I didn't know that was why, but I just heard it a million times, and
Yeah.
Amanda says it, and
Well,
you
we
know,
went-
it's just baked in.
For me, we were playing at XL Live, and one of the bands or somebody who worked there put on the YouTube 10-hour version of like
Wow.
basically a little like techno song sort of thing that went along with that as its main sample. And
I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah, we were just going back and we're just like, is this just
I forgot all about
Well,
that.
in the
Someone's
in
like, yeah, it's the 10-hour version. Yeah, in the green room. Yeah. And I mean, I laughed for a while about that.
That's
and,
pretty good. That's right.
I mean, I can recall that sound in my head immediately. Oh, dude, King of the Hills.
Pretty good, consistently good. All right, that's been about it's been about 45, right?
I think that's 45.
It's
Yeah.
157.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Close
Like,
enough.
we don't like doing it. It's close enough for these assholes.
Hey, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
we
are
love you.
awesome. We
Thanks.
do love doing it, and
We do.
we do like that you watch it.
Correct.
So keep doing all that stuff.
And listen.
We're gonna try to do
Yeah.
it. We're gonna try to do it live.
Yep.
Maybe next time I'm gonna fuck with it. See if I can get the demo runs down by then. But
It's going to be exciting.
it is exciting.
If you like to watch it, be there because we need y'all to be there.
We will promote it. We'll
Yeah.
do a little promo on our socials about it.
Don't be square. Be around.
Oh shit! Damn right.
Oh, dude.
Bam, right.
Band frame. Dude, I got a shot right before I came over here. Hit.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's the audio.
Yeah, the audio's good. No, that was a great pod. A lot of laughing. That's good.